Hello, welcome to the lands of Pretoria. My name's Weirdbeard, joined today by my main right-hand man, 16-bit. 16-bit, how are you?
Doing good, brother. How you doing?
I'm good. We're here to celebrate the official send-off of the Chaos Legion. We've now been over a year and a month of having the chaos reign over the lands of Pretoria. And personally, I'm quite excited for Rebellion. So we're here today to talk a little bit about the history of the Chaos Legion, how the sale has gone over the past year, have a little bit of fun with the people that are hanging out with us, and say hello to all of our friends that are joining us on YouTube and Twitch. Real quick, hello to Ghostly BG, a first-time chat from Andre Mitt1. Broncos in here, which is excellent. Also, Spikecoon, Osco, Card Auctions, Gary, State of Survival, Aaron Kennedy, Bry, and Dave C. There's so many people that are here today. Thanks so much for joining us, guys. Again, if you want to chat, we are live on YouTube and Twitch on the official Splinterlands channels. And if you want to text chat with everybody in the Discord, you go to the hashtag Town Hall channel in order to be able to have fun with all of your friends. So as a quick reminder, I'm going to actually be pasting a tournament that is happening, and it starts in 13 minutes, absolutely free to be able to enter. It is a ghost card tournament, Splinterlands. It is diamond level, which means that you're able to jump in and play with all the cards at diamond level and hopefully be able to win your own share of over $100 in prizing. Chaos Legion cards only present because, of course, today is all about the Chaos Legion. 16-bit, tell me a little bit. How excited are you to see not the end of the Chaos Legion, but to see the last million packs coming up for sale here?
Tell you what, Weirdbeard, it's been building up for a long time. My excitement has been building up as well. Can't wait to get going on this.
It's going to be a lot of fun. I think the biggest thing that I'm excited for is just to go to look at, like, looking back, right? Like, we did some prep before, obviously we went live with stuff, but looking back at the past year of all the airdrops, the legendary summoners that have come into the game, how much of a meta changing, release that Chaos Legion really was. I think was absolutely nutty. So before anything else, I think what I want to talk about is you were here when we launched Chaos Legion, correct?
Yeah, I came in right about that time. And that was sort of my introduction into Pretoria for sure. And so Chaos Legion really is the first edition that I really came to know pretty intimately. So, there's a part of me that's a little sad that it's going to be over. But I got to be honest, I got a lot of dopamine hits along the way, especially when those legendary summoners started airdropping out there. Started really, well, let's be honest, I aped into Splinterlands at some point. And yeah, definitely a big holder of Chaos Legion and very excited to get my hands on this very last airdrop summoner as well, which I know we're probably going to talk about here today. So
Yeah, we're going to talk a lot about the legendary summoners. And again, make sure if you are interested, we do have that Chaos Legion only tournament that's happening. It starts again in 10 minutes. It's diamond level ghost card tournament for people who want to be able to jump in, no entry fee, just for being here. You get to compete and see if you're able to take home some prizing. Single elimination though, so don't lose. That's the biggest takeaway from all of that. I also started at this company right around the time as when Chaos Legion, I think it was actually the week after I started here is when Chaos Legion hit open sales. And it was nutty, like to see the not only hype, but like what people were anticipating for the future, right? Like there were so many unknowns and so many things that were still to be coming. We had just gotten off of coming through this huge spike that happened in like October of the previous year, and then it's January. We're talking about launching 15 million unique packs, which is a really big number. A lot of cards that went out with it and everything, including we added the giant killer effect that went out there. We had some of these really cool slow mana cards that also were introduced and everything. But one of my favorite parts that actually was introduced was an increase in the Chaos Legion lore that expanded around not only the card set, but Jared Scar and all the other characters that are introduced through this, which was one of my favorite parts of Chaos Legion, was seeing the lore of the game expand. We actually have a really cool clip here of one of my favorite moments in the lore series that was released. This is one of my favorites, and I would love for you guys to watch along with us real quick.
He approached the pillar, his eyes narrowing. As he drew near the quartz column, the murky outline of the form within resolved through the uneven surface. The hands were thrown up as if to shield itself from a blow. The face within was a mask of terror. "Jax Paragon?" Silas asked. "He failed you, my lord," she said, quite satisfied with herself. "To the surprise of no one, he was double-dealing with our enemies. When my spies learned of this, I had him restrained, so I might bring him to you to dispose of as you will." Silas rubbed at his temples with his palms, a growing madness in his expression.
"When will I be free of all these betrayals and distractions?"
Silas demanded. "Not long now, my lord," Portia said. "Not long now." Overcome, Silas dropped to his knees, clutching his throbbing skull. Portia relished his collapse as the light in his eyes went. She smiled coldly and wondered at what dark vision now held him in its grip. "Brother of Ul, a child of the void, I invoke thee!" Straining against his bonds, the shackled titan raged again.
"Release me!"
Tremors shook the stones beneath them both. Mushtal's mind reeled with the force of the blow. Tears strained his slate-colored face. His eyes rolled in their sockets. Overcome, Mushtal crumbled helplessly to the ground. Forcing a hand between his chest and the stone beneath him, he struggled to push himself up, to meet the Creator's gaze. The beast loomed imperiously over his collapsed form as he turned his face upward. Through starved and parched lips, he croaked a response. "Hear me, demon. By blood and ashes, I invoke the Crone's covenant." He was careful to speak in Old Clavican, the half-spoken, half-thought demonic tongue his witch mother had taught him. Each sentence was a contract, each word a weapon. She had guessed this day might come and had trained him carefully.
God, that's so good. Oh my God. I like more than anything else. I love being able to dive into the lore and the voice acting that we had going on in here. Like, I don't know how much you've gotten into it 16-bit because I'm like super nerdy. But the lore for Chaos Legion has just been so good recently.
Oh yeah, the creative team is always stepping their game up. They're only headed one direction, and that's up. Definitely been paying a lot of attention to it. But I'll tell you what, time is a scarce resource, and I find myself spending a lot of time playing the game too. So there's less time for other things. That said, lore's great.
I thought there was more. I thought you were gonna keep going, and you're just like, "Lore's great." The end. I
Yeah,
agree.
lore's
Put a
great. The end.
period on it. But yeah, Chaos Legion has really seen not only the introduction of the lore, but with those 15 million packs that were minted, we've had all these airdrops to people who have been buying the packs. Some of the quick coverings we had. Dr. Blight was the very first one, which still to this day was the entire reason that we just had to rejig how we did like how cards were structured because people were like, I want to play Dr. Blight in tournaments. Let me play Dr. Blight in all of my tournaments. So we had to go through and make that. So Dr. Blight being released was a big one. Bakjira, Uriel the Purifier, Countess Sinash, who is one of my favorites as well. Iza the Fanged Grum, which pissed a lot of people off. Spirit Hoarder and Carnage Titan. Did you get any cool airdrops of those ones specifically?
Oh yeah, yeah. No, those were all fantastic. The big one that I missed though, because I came in really right after Chaos Legion launched, and even if I did come in right before, I didn't have the wherewithal to get involved. So Dr. Blight was the most coveted thing for me, and I didn't have any copies of it. I definitely rented Dr. Blight quite often. But eventually I had to go in and get me one. So I went and figured it out, especially with the markets being a little bit suppressed, provided a really nice buying opportunity. So I ended up with my own Dr. Blight. But some of those other guys are some of my absolute favorite characters. And Countess Sinash, especially, I'm with you on that one, but especially in the rule set that gives you, all the maximizes your health, right? If you get
Mhm.
her health up and hide her on the back line, my goodness, she does a lot of damage.
Yeah, and I see a comment in here from Isaac saying the lore needs to be more built into the game to help a lot. I agree, dude. Like for how hard the creative team works on making dope lore, I want everybody to be able to, jump in there and see how cool it is. Especially because like I want to voice a character, like very selfishly. Until they give me a rebellion character, I will not stop, like harassing our creative team. But that's neither here nor there. So we had those cool airdrops, but then we also got a bunch of legendary summoners, which are actually designed by community members, which, is a really unique selling point, I think, to how many other games, like Apex Legends doesn't let community members make legends, like you don't see a Fortnite character that's community member created. So like being able to have these legendary summoners come out is dope. So let's start with Grandmaster Wraith. Did you enjoy Grandmaster Wraith at all?
Oh, Grandmaster Wraith is fantastic. As soon as you might anticipate going up against a magic attack, I know Immortalis is another good one now, but Grandmaster Wraith is
Yes.
fantastic, especially if you start throwing in some triage ability in there, and sort of mitigate some of the things they might do with the melee attackers, especially the sneaks. It's a fantastic play. So definitely a kind of a critical part of the Chaos Legion card collection, no doubt
I
about that.
agree. And one last quick reminder: we are 2 minutes away from this tournament starting. I will re-drop the links for everybody here in the YouTube chat. But we need people if you want to. All it takes is a KYC account, no entry fee. Go compete, show your stuff. If you're actually hanging out with us right now, it is to celebrate the end of the last million packs of Chaos Legion packs here. Chance at over $100 is up for prizing there. So we had Grandmaster Wraith. Yasik is, and by the way, it is Yasik. I have confirmed multiple times after being corrected that it's not Jasic, it's Yasik.
Yeah,
Yasik was big because that came out right before Splinterfest. And I remember it being like we kind of themed the Coliseum of Chaos after Yasik because he, was all fire and burn it to the ground and let's go. And that was a really big one for me. Followed by Pasilibus, Mortalis, and then Astral Entity, and then now we have Lily Shieldpaw. If you're hanging out in YouTube, Twitch, or the Discord, I'd love for you to drop a comment about who your favorite legendary summoner out of the Chaos Legion summoners was. Do you have one that you would pick 16-bit?
oh man, no, it's all contextual, right? Now, first of all, I don't do great with like what is your absolute favorite this or favorite that. I'm more of like a top 5 list kind of person. But whatever's going to win me a battle, I love. But if I had to pick one, I think Immortalis is the one. Immortalis is a really, really nasty competitor, right? So it's very difficult. I feel like you have the most flexibility there. It's great for melees because you can break all the shields or break or bust through all the armor. It's great for magic defense, and if you set it up right, you can do really well against ranged attackers there as well, especially with a little bit of taunt. So, yeah, I think Immortalis might be if somebody had a gun to my head, that's the one I would pick.
So we have Bebe Omega, Yasik, Luthien, the Peacebringer, the Destroyer, says she loves Yasik, but she might like Lily better when she has her in her paws. Ha 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 ha. Vet V, Yasik, and Pasilibus, most fun to play with for me. Dehota is Yasik. Lots of Yasiks in here. Out on Twitch, actually, we have Aggie in the crowd. Thanks so much for stopping by and dropping your first chat with us, Aggie. We also have Weed Vein, Pasilibus picked there. Beaker MK2 is actually competing for the first time in Diamond ever in our Diamond Ghost Card tournament. Thanks so much for hanging out with us. We really appreciate you guys. And more than anything else, I'm excited to see the power of like community involvement in future iterations, right? Like Chaos Legion was sort of a coming out party for Splinterlands, right? Like maybe you have a different opinion than I do, but I saw it as like, hey, these other card sets came out and they were big and they were cool, you know what I mean? But more than anything else, I love seeing the ability to have the community influence not only what cards were released. We dumped all of these and had all these big card sets that were out there and got people excited. And what's going to happen in the future for that? Like having an entire card pack, would be great to have all community design things in there. Like, I just see it as very, very cool.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think Chaos Legion, if I could amend one thing you said, I think it's the step right before the coming out party. I have a feeling that the coming out party for Splinterlands has yet to even happen. And that's a weird thing to say because it's the largest decentralized application in Web3 by unique active wallets. But I think that time's coming, and I think that this whole experience with Chaos Legion and the community involvement, that's going to inform things that happen with future editions too. And really excited to be a part of that, to be honest with you. I think it's just a ton of fun.
For sure. So, like going back to the chats a little bit, you know, state of survival, waiting for our battles here, being able to jump into the tournament, card auctions, says that a couple of them are situational. Lots of people showing love for Lux, which Lux Vega is it technically Chaos Legion? I think it's a promo card technically within Chaos Legion. So we can count Lux. I'd say Lux belongs in there.
It's part of the
Card auctions
set,
also
right?
said Astral Entity, which is
Yeah.
yeah. It's true, 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 true. Isaac has Immortalis, best of all the legendary summoners. Manfred Ham, Steamed Hams, says absolutely I need to see the lore way more often. I agree with you on that too. And it's cool because what I hope to see moving forward is taking the success of Chaos Legion, like you said, the best is yet to come in some of these future packs and designs, is now that we are getting the community more and more involved in what Splinterlands is doing, being able to have them help design cards, not only just like artwork and like, hey, I want to make a character that has, these kinds of these abilities, like getting the community involved in saying, we want more big sets. We want more small sets. We want more sneak characters. We want all kinds of things that are going through there because there's nobody else that knows this game better, I think, than our community, because we have one of the most engaged communities in all of Web3. And I put them 1-to-1 with anybody else. Biz in the Discord chat is saying, if I want to voice a character, I should practice audition with some meowing. And they want me to meow. And with two cats, they're not, one's usually sleeping in my room here, but she's not right now. Let me see if I can get my best my best meow on. That's my only. That's what you get. Don't clip it.
Have you
But yeah,
seen
I mean, what?
Have you seen Super Troopers Weird Beard?
Yeah, yes. I listen. I may be a younger millennial. I don't think I would be able to have graduated high school without seeing Super
I was going to
Troopers.
say, if you haven't seen it yet, I suggest you go see it right now.
Right? Meow. Oh, more Wolf wants more Wolf characters, which I'm not howling, but I could agree with as well. But yeah, I mean, like Chaos Legion here, we keep saying 15 million packs. 15 million packs is a huge number, right? Like not only just for card packs and as a number itself, but to show where the Splinterlands community is and what we're going to be able to do in the future. So, but with those 15 million packs, there was a lot of new characters that were added to the cast. And so I thought that we could play a little game with everybody that's watching right now. So as you're seeing these come up on screen, all you got to do is jump in the chat of wherever you're watching, either on Twitch, YouTube, or on Discord, and give a guess of what you think the character that we're displaying here is going to be. It's a lot like Who's That Pokemon, but we're doing Who's That Chaos Legion character. So here you go. I think we're going to start with our first one coming up here. Remember, all you got to do is drop it in the chat who you think this character is, and take a guess. I felt like we could start with a fairly easy one. 16-bit. Don't say it out loud if you know, but do you know who this is?
I think I do.
Okay. What Splinter do you think that they're from?
Oh, now I'm second guessing myself because the one that I thought it was is not Chaos Legion. And that would have been
Oh,
Or
the YouTube chat blew this one out of the water. We can go ahead and reveal this one for sure because everybody knows who this is.
hell yeah.
This is Kelia. This is Kelia
It kind of looked
from
like Chronic.
Water, of course. Yeah, a little, but like I thought we would start with a little bit of an easier one. It feels, oh yeah, everybody knew that one. Fine. All right. We'll go a little bit tougher since you guys are so smart, I guess. Here's our second one. Again, if you think you know what Chaos Legion character / card this is, drop it in the chat, and then you're gonna be able to see if you're the smartest cookie in the pantry, I guess is the saying I'm making up right now. Oh, well, Luthien is cool. Luthien's a smart person. We have some Antoids. We have some, looks like a dog. Kelia, got it. Oh, Walking Keys is here. Welcome, Walking Keys. Welcome. Come hang out with us. Again, we're live on YouTube, Twitch, and Discord if you want to go check it out. Beer Tower. God, I wish it was a beer tower. It's Friday afternoon. Well, the chat is in Discord, not live with the audio and everything else. Seems like a lot of people already have this one as well. This is the Goblin Tower, of course, coming into us from the Earth Splinter. More than anything else, I loved going through the artwork and keywork for a lot of these different cards and just trying to find. There's some really interesting ones, and comparing. Like I'm known for pooping on the artwork of alpha and beta cards sometimes, but like Chaos Legion cards look really freaking good.
Sure do.
All right, let's move on to the next one. Here's our number 3 card. If you're playing along at home, thanks so much for hanging out with us. We appreciate you. Who is this Chaos Legion character? I got to be able to do and sorry, Jeffrey, there is no giveaways for guessing. You know what you do win? You win the satisfaction of knowing that you're my favorite person of the day, but don't tell anybody else. You specifically, nobody else. Oh, wow. Damn, people are on it right now. We got 120 people hanging out with us on Twitch. We have a bunch hanging out on YouTube. I didn't even get to see that, but thanks so much everybody for spending time with us. This one, dude, I thought I picked out some special ones, but I guess we got people that just know. This is one of our life characters. This is Dax Paragon. Dax is cool. I mean, 16-bit, I know your company card is a life character, correct?
Correct.
Boo. I mean, we all make mistakes and bad choices in life, so, I won't hold it against you too hard, but this is the kind of guy you choose to hang out with. He definitely looks like he would be the one to raise his hand and narc that the teacher forgot to collect the homework.
Yeah, he's a useful card, especially in those low mana battles. I think life is kind of a go-to for me when I hit the low mana battles. There's a lot of nice selection there with 2 mana cards. Dax is one of them.
Low mana, man. I can't. A lot of people think that low mana is challenging because it limits you. I just give me 99 mana every time. I want to be able to go in and just play some crazy stuff and not have to turn my brain on. All right, we'll do the next one. I think this is actually the most difficult one. I hope people aren't able to guess this one as quickly.
I think I got it.
But yes, this is you think you know this one?
I think I know it.
Yeah, is Dax 16-bit? I don't know, but it's pretty close. So yeah, I Twitch already got it. What? Get out of here, Twitch. I'm Dr. Crypto 1. You're a first-time chatter, so I'm going to highlight you. Thanks so much for being here and for being smart enough to solve my silhouettes. The silhouettes are obvious. I thought that we could have fun. It's named that Pokemon. I don't know. It's fine. You guys are right. You're too smart. Tusk the Wide. Tusk the Thick, as he might prefer to be called. Another fire splinter there. So that's great. But I don't know. Look at how cool this character is. He looks like something out of a Ghibli movie, like a Studio Ghibli movie almost.
Yeah, he does.
All right. We need to do our last one here. Our last one is coming up. See if you're going to be able to guess this one. Maybe soon. We'll see. We'll see. I'm watching chats. I'm seeing if anybody's going to be my cosplay. Somebody said I should cosplay as Tusk the Wide. I'd have to put on a little bit of weight, but I feel like I could do it. Tusk the Wide. Charizard, good guess. Wrong game, but close. I see somebody with the right answer. I see some people with the wrong answer as well. Dragon is hard. This is a tough one because dragons sort of all look the same. So you can't really like tease them out or anything like that. Give you another minute to get your guesses in here. See if you want to be, it could be a T-Rex weed vein, maybe. Axios says manta ray. But revealing it now, it is Void Dragon. So if you guess Void Dragon, you're the smartest person here. Smarter than anybody else. Don't let anybody else tell you that you're not smart today. It is Void Dragon. And that art's dope too. I love the green tongue. Just makes it look very intimidating. Walking Key says, looks like a shoe in the negative space. Yeah, it could have been a shoe. I'm sure Kanye would have designed a shoe that definitely looks like a dragon. Somebody said void of stupidity because they don't like playing against that card. Not gonna hold it against you. Probably the same there.
Sneaky good plays.
Yes, I mean, like as you've seen, we've gone. Yes, exactly. As you can see, we have a lot of really cool characters that have been released in this Chaos Legion set, and more than anything else, it's gonna be not sad to see it kind of go away, but it's been a constant for a year. And when you do something and have something available for an entire year, you sort of just get used to it being around. But now we are entering into the final million packs, which is an achievement in and of itself. And especially with the packs that are currently being burned, they're not going to be around for much longer. 16-bit, one of the big things that we're talking about here today before we go and check some of the results in the tournament so far, since it is a single elimination tournament. And if you're winning, you're better than me. But in this last million packs, we decided that we're going to be able to do a really cool sunset promo so that Chaos Legion can ride off into the sunset. What's that movie? The Western where they ride off into the sunset. You don't know if he's dead or alive. Do we know? No? Am I going to Google something live on it? Okay. Western movie, ride off into the sunset.
Haven't seen a lot of Westerns. Love Tombstone.
You haven't? Tombstone is great. The one I'm thinking of is Stagecoach.
Okay.
Of course it's called Stagecoach. Why wouldn't it be? But yeah, so the last million packs here, we're actually doing this Chaos Legion Sunset promo. So essentially, I'll toss it to you here in just a second, 16-bit. But from my understanding, in the top line, for everybody that purchases packs in the last million packs, we're gonna be taking the top 10 people who purchase the most of the last million packs that are out there, and giving them some really crazy rewards. And to make it super simple, as soon as we reach that threshold of the last million, you're going to be able to go to the shop page, and there'll be a list of the qualifying accounts right on the shop page. You don't have to go looking for it. You don't have to keep track of it. We're already on top of it. What would you say, 16-bit? Am I missing anything in the
Hey, not at all.
there?
That's a really good summary. I'm particularly excited about this one because at least in any of the promotions that I've been involved with, we haven't been able to really give away land. And land is, I know it just feels like it's been forever since the land sale happened. But land has still remained very popular and at the top of mind for a lot of people, and for really good reason, especially the more and more we learn about it. And so, when I started kind of getting involved here and looking around at my own account and what I wanted to do with it, I really coveted that land because I started to learn a little bit more about what the plans were. And it's basically a whole nother layer of gameplay on top of Splinterlands, which I think is going to be phenomenal once it comes around. But land is not easy to come by. There's not a lot of it on the secondary market. It can be quite expensive. And so here we are with a totally different type of promotion than we ran at Splinterfest, totally different from the one we ran in the holiday deals, where we're doing a lot of, bonus packs and potions and things like that. And we are giving away an entire tract of land for the number one finisher, and 50 plots to number 2, and 25 plots to number 3. And then you get down into 4 through 10, and we have, you know, something that I think is going to really be great, you know, for the ecosystem, especially in the long run, and will play, according to Matt, really will have a lot of value alongside land as well. And of course, that's Rooney. So, you know, if you come in 4th, you get 7 Rooney. And if you come in 10th, you get 1 Rooney, and it just decreases by 1 with each place that you come in. But one of the things that I think we learned from the last 2 big promo periods that we did is that, you know, some community members have become quite good at organizing group buys. And that is a really interesting and good dynamic for something like this as well. So if there are community members that are willing to organize that sort of thing, willing to get together, you can sort of combine forces and try to get into, you know, somewhere into the top 10 list. But getting into the top 10 list, I think, is going to be a great way to send Chaos Legion off into the sunset. And you're going to have, at the end of the day, some land, which, you know, is going to be increasingly difficult to come by. And Rooney, which is also going to be increasingly difficult to come by, especially when you can start burning Roonies to combine traits. You know, I think that Rooney is going to ultimately become even more scarce than it already is. So this is very exciting. Really happy to offer it. And then also very excited. Yeah, I know there's a sad aspect to Chaos Legion ending, but it's also really exciting to see it end too, right? Because we've burnt a fair number of packs. It's going to create a period here between Chaos Legion and Rebellion, you know, where we get to reminisce and we get to really enjoy what Chaos Legion was all about, and just watch, you know, the value of these characters go, because, you know, you can't easily go get them out of packs anymore. You have to go to the secondary market to get them. So very excited about that aspect of it, and I think this is a great way to send it off.
Yeah, and we'll cover a little bit more here in just a second. I just want to be able to you know, shout out some of the people that are still hanging out with us. Dehoda, Favel, Bebe Omega is still in here. We have Dishonesty. We have Joshman. We have Luthien. Luthien's everywhere today, man. We have Kraken Jr. that's here. Azercon. Oh my god, the one and only Azercon is hanging out with us. We also have Crypto Ace over in the YouTube chat. Gary Ormstrom. He says, "Wow, 100 land. I'd love 1." Same here. just 1 land plot is more than enough for I feel like a lot of people to be able to get 100 land plots is absolutely insane. You know. I think it's great, and thank you very much for everybody that's hanging out here. Antonio Ferreira is in our YouTube chat. Dragon, we also have Fat Jimmy. Oh my god, Fat Jimmy's here. Sean Michael GT says, I wish I had a Rooney, but thankfully I borrow one from 16-bit. BJY Shadow, Elevate the Pro, Ape of Wall Street, Bob Carr J, Rick on the Mountain, one of my favorite Splinterlands TV streamers. Make sure you guys go check out that that channel if you haven't yet. Eldon is here. Scryan, New Jersey. I hope that NJ isn't for New Jersey, because sorry if it is. But, you know, we have so many people that are hanging out here with us, and you know, we appreciate you guys, and especially want to be able to talk about this. You know, last million packs in Splinterlands for the Chaos Legion is nutty, because, you know, this is more of us wanting to reward people that are here and you know, taking part in the game, because going through the bear market of the last year was a bear, right? Like it was a thing. So to be able to, you know, have all of these things and give back to the community is very, very important for us to show that, you know, the people that are here supporting and the people that are here being a part of this are our biggest focus. You know, that's what we want to pay attention and hang out with. So again, let me make sure I got this right. As long as you're buying packs within the last million packs that are being sold, those are the ones that are being counted towards
Exactly.
this promo,
Yeah, and you'll be
correct?
able to see in real time where you stand, because there will be a top 10 list that will, you know, just continue to refresh itself right there on the shop page, I believe. So, yeah, it's going to be anybody. Let me amend that statement slightly. So it will be
Okay.
anybody that buys packs after the 14th million pack is gone. And the reason why I amended it to that is because I know that we're still pulling packs out of that last million for rewards. We're going to list some additional decks on Nifty Arcade's platform. So really, it's less than 1 million packs that are going to be accessible to sale. And on top of that, we're still burning 25,000 packs per day. So, it's like an accelerant on the fire. So, if you're thinking, oh man, there's a whole million packs left, and I got some time here. I don't know how much time there's really going to be. I don't think anybody does. It just depends on how much motivation there is to get into this top 10 list. And even still, if we don't have them all sold by or gone by March 31st, we're burning the rest anyway.
Yeah.
So you have a maximum of a month, and the minimum could be, who knows, a couple weeks, maybe. We'll see how this all goes. But yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun.
And what's especially cool is like Rooney is also just getting started. Like everybody's like land win, land's so cool. Give me land. I want to keep. I want a castle. I like Rooney more, man. Like Rooney is cool, and especially with some of the like upcoming functionality that we want to be able to use it in game and everything for. I think it's dope, especially because you can display your Rooney in game for right now. There's so many cool things, and to be able to have 7 different Rooney now technical question. I don't know the answer to this. Are these already minted Roonies? Like, do these exist somewhere?
Yeah, excuse me. Yes, they do.
Okay.
So
no, hold on. Do
Yeah.
any of them have a pickle? If they have a pickle, it's very important that we know these things.
that I can't tell you.
Oh,
You're gonna have to wait to find out.
okay. So a possible pickle Rudy mixed in somewhere in there.
Yeah.
That's dope.
There's probably a real crypto degen or two out there in the audience today that might know.
Crypto degens, those don't exist.
Yeah,
No way.
No way. But if they did, there might be one that knows how to go to OpenSea and actually find the company collection of what the company has purchased and minted specifically for promos like this. Just saying.
I just want a pickle. Like I know that probably makes me weird, but like it could be the ugliest Rooney ever. If it has a pickle, it's an automatic winner for me. Spike Coon says that they know which ones we bought and are holding, which is very interesting. Like State of Survival says, I already borrowed money from Break Your Knees Tony. I can't buy more packs. He already told me he's making cement shoes for me and will take me to the beach for a short swim. Hey, listen, just you got to wear a good swimsuit if you're going with the concrete shoes or the cement shoes. You want to match the entire time.
I suggest these.
Twinner in here, first time chatter says, win hype train. Dog, I don't know. Soon. Let's get some hype trains going. And we're really, more than anything else, I see lots of people upset about my New Jersey slander. All I have to say about New Jersey, there's no other state in the country that, other than Oregon, that doesn't let you pump your own gas, and nobody else has jug handles for turnarounds, which as a traffic move still makes no sense.
I have to wonder if Weirdbeard has ever doxed himself in terms of where he happens to live.
I've been all over the country. I could talk trash about most states in the United States and a couple of other outside countries. So I got my haterade on lock.
Okay.
But yeah, so our Chaos Legion Sunset promo, the other big thing again that I want to stress, you don't have to keep track of your individual packs that you purchase. All eligible packs will be counted and displayed for the top 10 in the shop page when you go in there. Make it super easy. No hanky-panky about it. You just go in there, see the top 10 list, and it's eligible for all those packs as long as the last million exists. So even if it's the last day, oh, I got a finger. What up?
Yeah, one other thing is worth noting, and this is just like the last couple promo periods we ran. If you need to, for whatever reason, pay with a different token, or you need help with the payment, we can do that offline. I can help with that too, and we can absolutely get you updated so you're hitting the leaderboard appropriately as well. So just hit me up if you need help with any of that kind of stuff with payments.
Perfect. Well, now that we have that, I'd love to be able to take some time and highlight what's going on in this tournament right now, because it's pretty nutty. If you guys have in the chat here any links to battles that you'd like us to take a look at, not only for the tournament, but maybe just a Chaos Legion summoner. Sure, let's take a look at it. We're celebrating Chaos Legion all the way around. This is a celebration for you. We are here for you, the community, and we appreciate you hanging out with us today, which is a wonderful kind of sunny Friday for me personally. So this first one, I believe, is if I hold on, I have to double check. This one
That's
that we
me.
are yeah, this is you. This is yours. Okay, that's why we pulled it up. So this here is 16-bit. Do you remember what this battle is? Why did you choose this one?
Yeah, so I've been kind of searching around and playing around with good use cases for Astral Entity, right? And so I was thinking to myself, well, we have these new this new martyr ability coming out with the Soulbound reward cards, and I have found this particularly useful. And I think I discovered something here that's really interesting. So if you suspect a sneak attack, I think it's really as long as you can get your tank to survive and your other monsters to survive, you can have that martyr ability trigger twice if you have resurrect or not resurrect. Oh God, what's the name of the ability that Astral Entity gives? I can't remember. Anyway, so the martyr monster will die, and if you have something like Silent Shavi that has a lot of speed and a pretty good amount of attack, and especially Pierce, so Silent Shavi I think is a great card to put it right next to. All of a sudden you're getting that ability to trigger twice, right? So you're increasing all Silent Shavi's stats twice, makes it damn near unhittable, especially with dodge, but also just makes it, able to wreck, the other deck that you're playing against. So you'll see that happen here.
Yeah, and especially again, I like Astral Entity. It's definitely a cool card to be able to throw in there.
Yeah.
Now, here's the thing. Would you submit a battle that was cool that you lost in?
I'd have a lot to choose from. I know that.
True. There you go.
Yeah.
Nice
Listen,
little.
if Josie B is out there, I have a hard time beating her. It seems like every time I did come across Matt one day. So yeah, but Matt, and I smoked him, which is a rare occurrence for me in general. But I had to go talk a little bit of smack to him. And you know what he did?
What?
He blamed RNG.
Well, yeah, I'm sure. So this one is from oh my gosh, I just had this pulled up. This was posted in our Discord here from Axios. Axios has a cool battle here. Of course, our favorite Lux Vega hanging out with us. This is from the Diamond tournament that we're running right now. So competing where everybody has access to all cards. I like Coral Lurker in the front. Corel Lurker has been one that I've heard a lot about ever since Splinterfest, to be honest.
One of my favorites.
Let's see. This is tough, especially with. They essentially picked life, right? It's life on life.
You have something against life, don't you?
I do. No, you know why? Well, yeah, my company card that I got made was a death one, but also just because playing a lot of Magic growing up, anybody who played Planes, I don't like you. Like you played white weenie builds, and white weenie builds are the bane of any fun existence in a card game. I don't like it. But yeah,
we're picking long battles. We should pick nothing but 20+ round battles so that we get to see the the fatigue round set in.
Oh, it can roll for as long as we want it to, I feel like, because more than anything else, we're we're here, we're hanging out, we're celebrating the end of Chaos Legion, the last million packs. Again, if you're looking for any of the details on what's going on with the promo itself, let me grab the link so that we can drop it one more time. It was in the it's still in the official Discord or the official announcements channel of the Discord, but let's make it easy and put the Peak D article in the chat for everybody to go check out. Again, it's any packs purchased within the last million get a cool little bonus, and land and Rooney is always something that's going to get people excited. Ivan said, "What a sick team." I agree, dude. That's what happens when you have access to everybody here. Dennis, I'd like 600,000 packs. I can help you. Can you help me with payment? Sure, I'll be right on that. And then we have William Pipkin saying, "I'm land impoverished," also known as land poor. Become a sharecropper was Crypto Ace's advice on that one. If you'd like to follow along with this tournament, it's happening right now. It's officially called the I believe it's a Diamond Open tournament. Hold on. Yes, the Scarred Hand Diamond Open. So anybody who's participating right now, a quick look at the standings. Off-Grid Living, Nitro Age, Cryptozard, Mr. Karad, Petrick, Donnie, Max Maka, is it Simon Says? Lost My Keys, Nameless 112, Louis the Accountant, all winning so far, and moving on in the actual tournament itself. Let's see if we can grab one other one here. We're currently on round 3, best of 3 the entire way. I'll grab the one in Discord, but I want to show off who I believe is the best Splinterlands player in the entire game, because they won the only in-person Splinterlands tournament we've had so far. D Tough Stuff, my choice for the person to go with, playing against somebody from the Booty Lickers, because why not? Let's just do it. Master Splinter is the master. That's good too. This is an interesting team. Who do you think 16-bit? Do you have any do you go with Booty Lickers or with D Tough Stuff?
Man.
And I know Booty Lickers is just the guild that they're in, but that's the adopted name. Everybody in Booty Lickers is now a Booty.
Yeah, I can't see the names very well, but the one at the top there.
Here, this one, Zahara.
Yeah.
And they're playing a Rooney, which you could win. You could win a whole bunch of Rooney here.
Yeah, that's a Rooney and witness protection right there.
Yeah, really. You cannot see me. I also like Runemancer Floor. I think she's dope, but I can't back down. I said D Tough Stuff is the best player in the game. I have to go with Tough Stuff. Let's see how this plays out here. Oh my god, 99 mana with Super Sneak, Aimless, and What Doesn't Kill You. Interesting. That's a weird rule set.
See if we can get Coriel Lurker to survive for a while.
No, kill it. Get rid of it. We have Archimist and a Queen Mycelia. I think Tough Stuff has this wrapped here. Oh no, that Retaliate's nasty.
Retaliate and heal.
Yeah. Super Sneak is just such a ugh. Oh, Bloodlust. Here we go. No. I thought we were gonna carry here. Yeah, D Tough Stuff has this. Go!
Yeah,
go! Go! Forget the Rooney. The Rooney means nothing. Oh, Queen Sylvia here says Summoner's Tribe Pride for D Tough Stuff. Somebody said 16-bit is super cute when he laughs. Oh my god, you're so cute. I can't believe it. D Tough Stuff taking away the winner. Thanks so much for competing in the tournament. We appreciate you guys. Again, over $100 in prizing going on for that Scarred Hand Diamond tournament that's happening right now. Let me grab some of these other battles. Oh, a Luthien battle. Of course we go for a Luthien battle.
Why not?
Okay, here.
Who's Luthien got?
Luthien went with Yasik. She went with Yasik, and then her opponent picked a little bit of the gambler here. Archimist up front. Scavo here. I think it's fun. I think it's, again, do you compete in many non-Chaos Legion tournaments or brawls and stuff like that, 16-bit?
No, because I don't have a lot of non-Chaos Legion cards.
Fair. I respect it.
The ones, the only other edition I have a fair amount of is Rift Watchers. But
okay,
yeah, I'm very jealous of the Untamed. I can't wait to kick Untamed out of Modern.
That's the biggest thing when Rebellion comes out and everything. We're going to be pushing all of these new cards going into Modern, and it's going to be a total shift. It's not tough. To get into some of these other tournaments, but I really think, the biggest thing that Chaos Legion offered was an availability of packs for new players, and it gave a place for players to be able to get in and really be able to compete. And I think it's great to see people that are going to be able to do that even more as modern continues to shift. I just it's very exciting. Oh, is Archimus going to have the win here? Yes. Let's go. Luthien with the win. Congratulations,
Nice
Luthien.
work, Luthien.
Lots of good stuff. Cryptozard in the YouTube chat right now. Anybody seen any of my battles? Let's go find Cryptozard. Okay, so they're doing their round 4 right now. Gotta find Cryptozard, which is always the most interesting part. I don't even have streamer mode. I argue to get it developed, and then I don't even use it. That shows shows you how great my follow through is. Mwah, there we go. Gary Ormstrom. He says he's in round 4 and he usually only plays in bronze. Congrats for playing, Gary. We appreciate you being here today. Again, Cryptozard. We already know that you move on, but we got to see how close it was. Like, did you destroy? Are you really being able to win here? Going against a Grandmaster Wraith, again, one of our legendary summoners, designed by community members as an airdrop for Chaos Legion specifically, the ones coming out in Rebellion, and also the legendary airdrops that are going to be happening for Rift Watchers are they're going to be really, really fun. So thanks guys for being here. I want to be able to highlight while this battle plays in the background of just how how supportive I am of our community here in Splinterlands and 16-bit. I know that you'll agree that when we do offers and promos and all these kinds of things like this, it's more wanting to give back to our community because they do so much for us. Being able to be involved and see how passionate our community can get. I mean, hell, it's a random Friday afternoon at 3 p.m. Eastern with 100 people hanging out on Discord or 100 people hanging out on Twitch. Another 100 hanging out on YouTube, getting all these people that are excited to just talk about the end of Chaos Legion. We want to be able to give back to our community and being able to do land and Rooney giveaways for people that are buying those last packs. Like, it's a no-brainer to me.
Absolutely.
Wow. Look at this. Cryptos aren't absolutely destroying. Like, Acidosis is a great player. And Coral Lurker, I can't even talk, is a great card too there, but it's going to be real hard to survive at that point. Max Maka, dude, 6 wins, 0 losses. That's how you know that's a buzzsaw in any bracket. And being able to look at these tournaments, I get so excited talking about the future of Splinterlands when it comes to tournaments and esports and being able to leverage, things like this, because you see people get these cards and the cards are like collecting them is fun, right? Like you want to build a collection, but people after Chaos Legion has been released, I've seen way more players that have gone and come to me and said, I just got this card because I like it. I like the artwork. I like the style of it. It may not be the best card, but like Gargoyle Lion is my jam. That's what I'm going after. It's all I want to get a whole bunch like Luke does. I'm excited to see the continuing growth of players and what they want to see out of the tournament scene coming up in the next year plus.
No doubt. I think that's going to be a huge part of the next evolution of Splinterlands, to be honest with you. Tournament play and esports especially. If you go look at statistics on the growth of esports and popularity and compare that to all other pro sports, it's mind-boggling how much success and how much of a meteoric rise it really is, right? Like it is growing in so much popularity. And you got a strategy game here like Splinterlands that's just, there's so much meta to it. I mean, I've played a ton of games in the last year, done a ton of battles, and almost every day I learn some sort of new strategy by some creative opponent that whips my butt. And, there's always something new, right? And then every time you start introducing new cards into the mix, you got to go figure out what are all the creative ways I can use that card along with the ones that I already have. So it's just a fascinating game. And I think for esports, it's going to be, it's really going to help blow the top off this ecosystem.
Yeah. And so, real quick, we're going to get out of here in another 5 minutes or so. And 16-bit, I know you said that you might have to jump early, so feel free because I'm hanging out with our chat members that are live with us right now on YouTube, Twitch, and Discord. And those are the only people I care about. I don't care about anybody else. You can quote me on it.
What about me? You don't care about me?
Don't
Okay.
care. Do not care. A couple of
I love
our
you too.
a couple of our messages coming in right now. I believe it's Ayla Eternal. If I said that wrong, feel free to correct me. I am an idiot. Said without each other, we wouldn't exist. We're all kind of dreaming this up together. Totally agreed. That's why we're here. Ape of Wall Street. Maybe Lily Shieldpaw will come out before this stream is done. You can keep on dreaming, baby. Maybe one day. Cote said the hardcore players. Yes, that is what we're here for. It's all hardcore. Untamed is the awkward middle child, price wise currently. Even renting is kind of expensive. Yeah, I agree. And especially like the other thing too with Untamed is that it was before we really ramped up availability. It just from a numbers perspective, like there's a lot more Chaos Legion than there is Untamed. So we're going to be able to see more stuff out there. Obi is in here with some hypes. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. HL49 says, I love these. I want to play in more of them. Hey, man, all you got to do, drop a comment in the Discord somewhere, either in the tournaments channel, the tavern, something. Feel free to tag me at Weirdbeard Esports Tournaments. Let us know if you're enjoying hanging out with us. We'd love to be able to do more retrospectives like this and connect with the community better because, dude, that's all I'm here for. I do nothing else but being able to spend time with our people. Elistios, who's one of my favorites to hang out when I go and see the friends over with SHQ, giving me a salute and wave hello to you, sir. And more than anything else, Crypto Ace said, you two need to stream more tournaments, a lot more fun. Hey, thanks so much for being here. More than anything else, I'm just here to be able to do stuff for you guys, the players. And we have some news that'll be coming in the next couple of weeks that I hope blows everybody's socks and pants off so we can be socks and pantsless for the rest of the year because it's just so exciting and so aggravating, but in a good way. Like aggravated because you don't have socks or pants. My name's Weirdbeard. We've been hanging out with 16-bit. 16-bit, do you have any last messages that you want to be able to share here?
Yeah, actually, I'm kind of disappointed. You didn't play my favorite battle.
The trample one?
But, hey, I'll get over it at some point, So maybe I'll just post it right here in the chat.
Listen, I was a DJ for many, many years. The golden rule is you get one request. After that, it's no longer a request. You're just pestering me for more stuff.
I gave you two options, and you didn't empower me to pick which one was my favorite.
Next time, you put a tip in the tip jar, and you get exactly what you want. My name's Weirdbeard. Thanks, guys, for hanging out with us so much. Remember, if you're in our live chats right now on Twitch, YouTube, and Discord, always feel free to reach out on Discord. It's the easiest way to get a hold of me. Tell me what you thought. What'd you like? What didn't you like? We have all kinds of things and ways to gather your feedback because that's what we're here for is your feedback. Remember to check out in the official Discord's announcement for more of that Splinterlands Chaos Legion Sunset promo that's happening right now. Last million packs could win you some land or some Roonies. Thanks so much for spending time with us today, guys. And more than anything else, good luck and have fun.
Thanks, guys.